All right, ready for part 2?
Yep.
All right, everyone, this is part 2 of 2. We are going to only go 2. We just completed part 1, so if you are seeing this for the first time, hit pause, stop, and go back to the part 1. And we are going to immediately go right into viewer comments. And again, if you are just seeing this, we get our viewer comments from the past days' shows. If it's 2 parts, we get them from those, and then Carla reads them. If they go, sometimes, and maybe we're looking at it wrong, but sometimes if the comment goes on a show that's like 8 days ago, I think sometimes maybe when we read it, we miss it because it's like way down the list or something.
No, I usually reply to it, but it doesn't show up on the list in order.
So I don't know anything about it. We just want to make sure that we know that we're really looking for it. We really look for your comments, and if it's not for you, we don't do this. As always, thank you all so very much because we enjoy this. And if you didn't give feedback, if you didn't help us get better, if you didn't call us out on statistics that were incorrect, then we wouldn't get better either. I mean, in tennis, you have to get drilled or you're not going to get better. So sometimes we get drilled, and that's all part of the fun. So thank you, everybody, because if it's not for you, there is no us. So let's go! Your comments, let's go! First one.
First comment.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, whoa, whoa. 3 new viewer shout-outs. 3 new viewer shout-outs. They all commented, so we're gonna mention them real quick. Robert Starr. What's up, Robert? Let's go. Special K. Let's go.
The Special K cereal.
Yeah, my dad used to make me eat that as a kid, and like with water and not milk. Nappy.
Water?
Let's go, Special K. Yeah, water. Zach A. No C. Z-A-K-A. Zach.
Where are you guys from? All of you guys.
Let's go.
If you don't mind.
Come on. Let's go. Robert Starr. Special K. Zach A. Let's ride.
I'm surprised you didn't say if you're watching this now, you need to go back to part 1. Part 1.
I did say that.
Oh,
She wasn't paying attention.
You did?
Why weren't you paying attention?
You said that?
I did say that.
I don't remember you saying that.
Selective hearing. It's called women. Let's go. Yeah, I already know.
All right, here we go.
You know, no. Okay, so no. Let me stop right here about this. Okay, it's time out.
Did he say it? I'm gonna have to go look at the video.
Tennis time out. I can do. Let's just make up a story. She can say, "Go over there and take trash out." I'll go over there and take the trash out. Come back upstairs. What are you doing? I told you to do this. I'm like, you just told me to take the trash out. No, I didn't. Who told you to take the trash out? I didn't tell you to take the trash out.
Well, like today that you knew I was hungry, and then you say, "Oh, you want to stop here?" When a woman tells you she's hungry, she wants to eat.
Then she started talking about.
Then he suggested something else. I said, no.
No. We were driving.
When he's hungry, he says, "We're eating. I'm hungry. I got a headache."
We were driving since 5:30 this morning. All right. We had the kid in the car asleep. We passed by a Subway. The Subway was crowded.
Why are you promoting Subway?
A sandwich shop. So we passed by a sandwich shop, and the sandwich shop was crowded. And I said, Carla, that thing's crowded.
More like he's not patient.
That thing's crowded, and the kid and JD too.
He was up at that time.
Justin Jr. is gonna freak out, and he's gonna be running everywhere. So let's just go to the next Subway.
Yeah.
She
10 miles.
She busts out with a conspiracy theory. Let me tell you the conspiracy theory she came up with. She's sitting over there all mad. She's hungry. I'm like, damn.
It's almost 1 o'clock.
See, she looks good when she's mad, so I have fun with it. But she got really mad, and she was like, that Subway down the street on the way home, they have different owners, and they change their prices up on you. And I'm like, and I tell her,
it's true. It's a fact.
No, this is bull.
It's a fact.
How can she tell me that one?
I took my son there, and when he bought his sandwich, the price was way higher than the other sandwich shops I've been to.
She tries to.
You know what? Let me tell you something. He's hungry.
She tries to tell me. She tries to tell me that the BMT at one place is more expensive right around the corner.
Yeah, I swear.
I'm like, how does that other store even get any business? She's like, oh.
Because they have no choice.
Then she busts out with her, like Jonathan and her were out one day, and he like went into the store and came back out because he was.
But let me tell you something. This man, when we're working in the morning, one time he said, "I'm hungry. I don't care about you. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna eat. It doesn't matter." I said, "You can't wait a few more minutes?" No. But when I'm hungry, it's okay. We can make it all the way back home another hour later and not have to cook for everybody else.
We were gonna stop this.
Anyways,
we were gonna stop at the other sandwich shop.
But she said
the prices were ridiculous.
At other stores too. No.
See this?
Doesn't matter. When a girl tells you she's hungry, don't ask her later, "Oh, do you still want to go here?" No, come on. She know better.
Well, what is it? You didn't even mention being hungry. You were talking about the prices of the sandwiches.
Doesn't matter.
Which was incorrect anyway. See what I deal with every day? Man. I tried to feed her, and she was hung up on this whole story, and she didn't want to. I was gonna stop, but she was like, "No, don't stop," because she didn't want to get caught in the BS trap.
No,
she knew I was going to see the same prices on the wall.
Justin, I'll prove it tomorrow.
Yeah,
we're not going by that. I'll prove it next weekend.
Let's go.
All right, first. It's all right.
All right, hit me. Here you.
Yeah.
All right, here, give me a hug. All right.
Yeah.
Here you go. Zach, you're good.
Yeah. But he stopped at three other stores for his stuff. But anyways, that's enough. Anyways, first comment of the day.
Let's go.
Stefan Snesevic. Did I say that right?
Snesevic?
Snesevic?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry if I'm pronouncing your last name wrong. Hey guys, I just finished making my fantasy team on 2018 Fantasy Tennis League. Registration's free and they're good prices, including 2 tickets and flight to the Australian Open 2019 Men's Finals. So I created a league and we only have 2 members for now. Hope someone will join us following the US Open. Can be more interesting for us. Carla and Justin, I count on you. I already selected Djokovic as my captain. I actually signed up for it, Stefan, and I must tell you, it gave me a headache. I mean, they give you like a certain amount of money that you can spend.
It's like fantasy football.
Yeah, you pick your captain, and then you have to pick 15 more players, so 16 total.
And you have a fixed amount of money.
And at the end, I was like, okay, I'm just picking up people that I don't even know because I didn't have enough money. So it's a tough bracket. It's a tough bracket, tough deal to win.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds fun, and each your own. For me, it sounds really fun. Again, for me. I used to try to do some fantasy football just for the heck of it, and I found it was very difficult to do, and to do it right. It was time consuming, and not in a bad way. I enjoy doing it a lot, but sometimes with these 5 kids running around from 16 years to 2 years, it's really tough for me to sit down and focus that much. The fantasy team we do is more like just pick your 8 players, and 5 of them are seated here, 2 of them are seated here, and then 1 unseated, and just throw them in there.
Yeah, this one was challenging.
It was just, it's a little bit simpler given what our daily routine demands, but nonetheless, I know she did it, and I began to look at it honestly, and a lot of that stuff goes kind of out of, I would rather...
Well, I joined. My name is Pocahontas. Honestly.
Yeah, she joined. Her nickname is Pocahontas, by the way, so yeah.
That's what they call me at school.
They called her Pocahontas, yeah. So... For me, I'm the type of person that would rather just sit down, like in a chair like this, maybe with another dude right here on the side of a tennis court and just chat about it. I don't know. I've yet to wrap my head around how I interact with.
He's slow for that.
I don't know. I'd rather shake hands with a human being, but that's.
Look, he even has to tell me, can you sign me in when he's trying to download videos? All right, next message. Kane Serb-Janovic. Now I understood his name. He's Serb-Janovic. Okay, got it now. Carla, I see you're over the moon about this draw, but there are a few big landmines in front of Nadal to get to the finals. I'll root for him till he reaches the semis, but not after that. But you'll have a few nail-biters to go through. For Joker, it's a bit simpler. Neither Fed or Kyrgios or Cilic can get to him in the best of 5. So unless he's completely off, he's in the finals already. If Rafa gets lucky and meets Novak in the finals, he'll be crushed thoroughly. I'm thinking 1-3-1. By the way, you should stream the finals match debate live. We can watch it together and have a trash talk fest. Well, Kane, I'm sorry. I have to disagree with you. I think there's so much hype going on about Djokovic, honestly. I think Cilic could beat him. Federer, who knows? Maybe.
Del Potro could beat him.
I think Nadal has a much easier draw.
Federer could beat him.
I mean...
what happened in Cincinnati was not Federer.
Well, we'll see what happens.
Unless he
I am over the moon over the draw. I think that Djokovic has the more challenging side. Easy, and then gets challenging once he starts to meet a few of the players. But I don't think Nadal will have a hard time with Kachanov, Ferrer. Del Potro will be his toughest match. And Potro could beat Nadal.
Yeah, and I think what happened with Federer in Cincinnati was a ruse. I think it was something to talk about, nothing more, fodder for everybody. If that is how Federer plays at the U.S. Open, he'll be out long before he meets Djokovic, and maybe even the first round.
And
if
you
he
know
plays
what?
like that.
I really want to see a new champion. I love Nadal, but I do want to see a new Grand Slam champion.
Put it this way: if Federer plays like he did against Djokovic again, he might as well retire.
He can't. He has a contract.
He's gonna have to bail on it because he's gonna suck.
All right, next comment. Kia Sama. Okay, here are my picks. Men, Del Potro and Djokovic final. Djokovic being the winner. Women, Sabalenka and Halep. Sabalenka winner. Ha, you can stop laughing now. Laugh out loud. As for Serena's costume, wasn't a fan of it, but then again, I don't see the reason behind the banning of it. Sounds pretty petty and ridiculous. I'd rather they wear cat suits and skirts, then those short things, they don't really hide anything. Besides, I believe she wore it for health reasons. It's specially designed to prevent blood clots of something or sort.
It's a good comment.
There's going to the backlash for the good folks at Roland Garros, that's for sure. Yeah, I talked about this yesterday. What was the big deal about that? I mean, I think they're just picking on her.
Well, yeah, obviously she's been the target of dope testing, or drug testing, PED testing, and everything else under the sun. And yeah, when someone's winning that many majors and no one else is even coming close, you know,
yeah, but she just got back from having a baby.
Yeah,
so why be tested?
Yeah, well, in terms of what she wore, I mean, I get where there needs to be dress codes. Whether you go to a business meeting was my metaphor, or whether I go to the beach, I'm not going to wear a tuxedo at the beach. You know what I mean? I mean, all I'm saying is I guess the tournament directors decided they wanted a dress code and just said, hey, next year don't wear the cat suit again. I think after the fact it was unprofessional. I think maybe they could have just said, hey, next year, you know, can we not wear this instead of putting it out there. So I think it was handled, I mean, subpar, believe me.
If I were her, I'd boycott the French Open.
But I didn't really get it.
I'd boycott the French Open. I want to go back again.
I would boycott. I would just say I'm okay, thank you. I won't wear it again. I mean, it probably wasn't really
She's Serena. She could do a lot.
It probably had something to do with her sponsors, what she wore. Probably not necessarily her design. She probably approved it, but damn.
All right, next comment. Again, Kia says, thanks for another great show. Salutes. Also was going to mention hosting a live chat like Kane suggested. Although not during the actual match, some of us get too stressed out, especially when our favorite players are on the screen, and they cause us to want to toss our TV sets, phones, and other devices out the window. I'm not for the live show.
Tell.
Oh, I need it for the computer.
You're right back.
You're not even playing tennis. I don't agree yet for the live show. We don't have such a good connection here in Dauphin Island. It looks pretty blurry and the sound's not that great. I think Stimpy mentioned that. Plus, I get so hyped up during the matches. You've seen me. Like, if I see Nadal losing, I'm jumping, I'm screaming, I'm kicking stuff. You know, I'm cursing, and I don't want you guys to see that side of me.
Let's go. Yeah, and the two older boys, and even Lily, when certain people are playing, we'll have to slide couches out and stuff. Because
maybe in the future we'll do it.
Yeah, and she's right about the connection. I've tried to do weather videos when we have a storm coming across. I've had requests to do streaming videos, and ultimately I've tried to do it so someone can see me streaming live, only to have it freeze halfway in and then have to restart and then go record it and then download it anyway. And I think that has to do with our connection speed here where we live.
Yeah.
But we have tried that, and alas, it just hasn't been successful.
No. Next comment. Stimpy Boy says, well, you guys can go 3 parts. No problem about that. Just don't go 4 or more. We won't go 4. Rahesh says, I don't play that often, but have been following tennis for a long time. Well, for having, since he said he hasn't played the game for a long time, I mean, he's very knowledgeable about tennis.
Well, if you win this racket, then you can go play and have a nice stick to cause destruction with.
Next message. Stefan says, my picks. Men's final, Djokovic versus Nadal. Djokovic winning.
Who is that?
Stefan.
Okay, we got it. Okay.
Women's final, Halep versus Kerber. Kerber wins. We already talked.
Yeah, we discussed about that one. Great pick, though. Safe, but solid.
Rahesh says, Justin, keep those musical instruments coming.
All right, so quick thing. You're going to shake it. I don't know how, but we got these for you, Rahesh. So look, this is no rhythm to this. You ready?
Oh, gosh.
All right, you ready? We're going to do something. I don't even know what this is. You want to shake the thing?
I'm saying I'm not going to do this.
All right. All right, Rahesh.
I'll stick to tennis. Rahesh, next comment says, every time Novak gets tough draws, even when he was number 1. I don't know. I haven't.
Yeah, this is factual.
It is factual? Okay.
Who said that?
Rahesh.
Rahesh is 100% right.
He didn't get a tough draw this time.
Who?
You think Djokovic has a tough draw at the US Open?
What? Is that a serious question? He's got Federer in the freaking quarterfinals. That's not tough?
Well, supposedly
He's got arguing.
Wait a minute.
He's got arguing.
Stop. Supposedly all the viewers said that he's going to crush Federer.
I don't think so. No, I think he wins, but you can't. Federer has a fighting chance.
I read some comments where people said Djokovic had a nice draw.
Look, Djokovic has a tough draw.
I think Nadal's draw is easier this time, yeah.
Nadal's draw is the easiest, let's be real.
Yeah.
Kachanov's no joke. I'll put it that way. I think he's got Jack Sock underneath him somewhere.
He didn't even get
Schwartzman or somebody.
No.
But anyway, Djokovic, because has Federer in a quarter, is tough. Sorry, it's tough going up someone that's arguably the best player that's ever walked on the planet Earth. Two of the best ever, right there on the court together. Never easy.
True.
Never easy.
True. Rajesh says, guys, calm down. You probably saw us fighting about the Serena outfit.
Let's go.
Rajesh then says, there are men and women who wear way worse dress than what Serena wore. Completely agree. I think Kia said the same thing. I mean, we see women with short little skirts and booty shorts showing everything. They bend down to tie their shoelaces and you can see the world. Same.
I agree. Maddox Sands takes the cake of the worst tennis dressed athlete I've ever seen in my life. She's a great commentator, really nice person, sweet, love her to death. But her outfits are awful.
Next comment, Stefan says, my opinion is that the live stream is a good idea, but it's too soon for that. After you reach like 300 subscribers, you should pick some time in a week where you will have 30 minutes show, with people sharing their comments and thoughts live. Because when you reach a large number of people on your channel, it will be too much for Carla to catch up on all the comments. And in fact, the interaction between you guys and us viewers is that can make this show better. So keep working or making your channel be more popular with the ideas like racket guests, fantasy game, because you want to use this time around US Open when tennis is popular, subject to promote this show. I think it's going in a good direction at the moment. Thank you very much. I appreciate the advice. That's actually very good advice.
Appreciate that. That's great.
I agree with you on that. Rajesh says, next generation has no game and passion. That's why.
Yeah, we've talked about the next generation stuff.
I guess he's
before.
replying to some comments. Yeah.
So when Djokovic, Nadal, Federer are gone, who's going to be the next gen then? Is it going to be?
I think Tsitsipas has got the heads up on everybody. Followed by Steppenwolf.
Next gen is irrelevant to me because when the big three are
I'm
gone,
not talking about
then
next
it's
gen.
all going to be next generation.
You know, I like this kid this Canadian kid.
Felix Auger.
And then I saw this French kid who has.
What was his name? Emer or something?
Yeah, he has talent.
French kid. Didn't he lose that match?
He did, but he has talent. I like the way he played. All right, next comment. Rajesh says, Carla wants Nadal to win, so she hopes Kyrgios beats Nole. Ha ha ha. The only time he will beat Novak if he's injured. Kyrgios could beat Novak.
Yeah.
He could. It has to be a good day for him.
And Federer could beat them both.
Yes.
Just saying.
Don't
count Federer out.
Wayne Chia says, I don't play all, but love the game. I don't play at all, but love the game. Well,
let's go, Wayne.
You're very knowledgeable, Wayne Chia.
Isn't he going to Spain?
Yeah, he sent me a request on Facebook, or I sent it to him. He was following us, so thank you very much.
If you find 7 extra seats on that airplane, Carla, myself, Jonathan, Christopher, Liliana, Gabriella, and Justin Jr. would all like to go, as long as all expenses are paid. Give us a call.
There you go.
I'm just kidding. Have a great trip, but had great comment.
Wayne Chia also says, Halep versus Kerber and Halep to win. Djokovic versus Rafa and Rafa to win. Wayne Chia also says, notice that the draw ceremony for the other slams involved the names being drawn one by one. This is transparency. There was no draw ceremony for the U.S. Open, just draw announcement.
He's right.
I did not buy the possibility that the draw was rigged until I watched the draw announcement. I didn't know that.
Funny how things change, right?
I didn't know that.
There used to be draw ceremonies.
Really?
Yeah, there used to be
I
draw
didn't know
ceremonies.
that. That's new to me. I learned that.
I mean, back in the day, I don't recall if it was televised or if it was old school internet, but I remember you would see people go up to a board and they'd put names here and people would watch that.
They should stick to that tradition.
I think they still do it in college football, I think.
Well, he says they do it for the other draw.
Tournaments. I may be wrong.
He says they do it for the other tournaments.
Yeah, I don't want to get drilled for bad factual information there, but I can promise you at some point in 35 years or 38 years of tennis, I have recalled at majors people walking up to a big bracket and placing names there, and then they would celebrate it. But I may be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong on that one.
Wayne Chia also said, I like Serena's outfit at the French, especially that pink thing. I like varieties in the outfits. I do too, the same thing. I mean, tennis players should be able to express themselves. Also, Wayne Chia says, many are saying Kachanov will be a tricky player for Rafa. Note that Kachanov has to beat Ramo Vinolas in the first round, and their matches have all been 3-setters.
Yeah.
Good fact.
Yeah, read the first part real quick. We gotta be
Many
quick.
are saying Kachanov will be a tricky player for Rafa.
I agree with this statement. Many think that, not only do many think it, I believe it as well. That will be a test for Nadal, but I think that Nadal is just pure intimidation factor that he's going to have is that bull when he gets fired up. He's going to be too much for Kachanov. But Kachanov, if he plays the best match of his life and Nadal plays at about 55 or only 60%, then I think Kachanov has a chance.
We'll see. Then Wayne Chia says, Muller has been poor in form lately, so has Edmund and Ferrer. Let's not jinx Rafa, though.
If Muller, who's another very respectable player, I think we both like Muller a lot.
I like Muller, yeah.
Well, we've liked Muller for a very long time, Muller, again, if he serves at 80%, 82%, he's got a blistering serve, and that's pretty much, I mean, he can hold his own for a little while, but he's going to end up making a mistake. Serve.
Hardcore is tougher for him.
Tough for Muller. So if it was grass, even though he didn't do too well at Wimbledon this year, I still think Muller, if he plays really, really good, I think Muller can do well, but unfortunately, I don't think that will happen.
Next comment. For Wyndham, I'm so sorry. See what happened? There we go. We were almost done.
Really?
Hold on. No, I had to send another comment from Wyndham Chia. Here we go.
That sounds like baking.
Yes, I am baking. Kyrgios could mature like Djokovic, and he's only 23, so he's still got a chance. Don't write off Fed against Djokovic. Think 2011 French semis.
Who said that?
Wyndham Chia.
Okay.
And I feel Dobo won't reach the semis. This quarter is quite loaded and hence open. And he says to me, you're not crazy, Carla. I would want Kyrgios to beat both Fed and Djokovic and then lose in the semis. As for the same reason you, haha, and don't be sure it won't happen. Djokovic has never beaten Kyrgios in 2 meetings. Did you know that? Justin, did you know that?
Didn't know that.
That Djokovic has never beaten Kyrgios in 2 meetings?
And look, again, I'm going to state so I don't have a whole bunch of people hating on me. I'm not that type of person. I'm not even trying to go there. I'm trying to be objective in a sense is that we can't count out Federer. We can't count out Kyrgios. We can't count out Nadal. And we cannot count out why the Vegas odds have been loaded in one direction for so long. In the history of betting, the more that the favorite goes on, like the Kentucky Derby, this horse is favored, this horse is favored, the horse is favored, all the way up until they pull the gates down. Boom, and what happens? The horse loses. It seems a little odd for me. Wyndham Chia, great comment, bro. Let's go. My final is not with you, but it's close.
Okay, next comment. Furzy gives us his picks. U.S. Open. He said his picks were for U.S. Open, not Wimbledon. He had picked a few weeks ago. I'm sorry we didn't see it. It's Kerber defeating Halep, Federer defeating Nadal, sticking by the picks, even now, he says. And then he says, feelings on the women's draw, 4th round. Halep defeats Kuznetsova. Yastrema defeats Sakari. Stevens defeats Martins. Vekic defeats Vikiri or Sitovina. Garcia defeats Sharapova or Anisimova. Kerber defeats Keys. Kvitova defeats Sabalenka or Kasatkina. And Bertens defeats Kontaveit. Semifinals, Halep defeats Stevens. Kerber defeats Bertens. And that's how he came up with his final.
Let's go.
Oh my gosh, I'm going to get a headache.
Who is that?
That is Furzy09.
See, I didn't get a chance to read this stuff.
Then...
Wait, hold on. I love that.
Well, he explained his whole reason why he got to his final.
I love that.
Very good.
And by the way, the final we're close on. Mm-hmm. His final we're very close on. And who is it? Does he have it right there?
Kerber defeating Halep.
Yes. And then Kerber winning, right?
Yes.
So a lot of people have that. It's safe. I don't think it's going to happen, though. But love it and love the comment.
All right, Zach A. New viewer, new comment. Says his picks. Men's, Wawrinka, Djokovic, winner, Wawrinka. Women's, Halep / Sabalenka, winner, Sabalenka.
Wait a minute, do that again?
Men's, Wawrinka,
yeah,
against Djokovic, and Wawrinka wins.
Okay.
And then Halep versus Sabalenka, Sabalenka wins.
Bold.
Very bold.
I like Sabalenka. We talked about it. Wawrinka to the final.
I hope so.
If so, it would be a nice match. But if let's be real, I don't think Wawrinka can beat Djokovic at the U.S. Open currently. He's still a little fresh off his time off. Djokovic is ready. I think the only person that's going to beat Djokovic this tournament will be Kyrgios, Federer, or Nadal.
All right, next comment. Rahul says, I got you, Carla, but not going to happen. Sorry. Nole's going to win the U.S. Open. I'm 1,000% sure it's going to be an epic U.S. Open this year.
Always is. Let's go.
Special K, new viewer, new comment, says, as of right now, it looks like Nadal is the favorite. I do feel Wawrinka would be a difficult match for him if he faces him, but Nadal should get to the final. If Novak picks up steam, it will be very difficult to beat as the rounds go on. I agree with this comment. As Djokovic starts winning every round, then it will become tougher to beat.
Yeah.
Agree with this.
It'd be like a steel locomotive rolling down the track.
Agree, and he always gets better. They
yeah.
have to beat him in the first week, otherwise it's going to be trouble.
Great comment.
Stimpy Boy says, I guess about the live video that you did, picture quality isn't the greatest, but sounds okay, and this is why we're not doing the live stream yet.
Yeah, we've tried this, and as much as we would like to do one, I think there's multiple people that want to see it, and respectively so. Thank you for the advice. We live on a barrier island. It's not even connected to the island except for about a 2-mile-long bridge, and the signal here is relatively weak no matter what type of service you have. And when we start a live feed, it's very subpar video, and it generally cuts off.
Yes.
But we'll try, but I don't think we can expect to be that much of a quality deal.
No.
All right.
Robert Starr, new viewer, new comment.
Let's go, Robert Starr.
Novak has won 2 Wimbledons? Guys, you need to brush up your tennis. Novak has won 4 Wimbledons. Robert, sorry for the mistake. I did mention in previous shows that he did win 4 Wimbledons. I think the night that you saw it was the night that we did 4 parts, and we were very tired. My apologies, but thank you for, correcting that.
How many comments you have left?
I got 2 more.
Hey, by the way, thank you very much for the comment. Again, we really do a lot of research for these, and this is just maybe 2.5, 3 weeks worth of stuff. I think about the past 15 or so shows. So again, I mean, we're human beings. We're gonna make some mistakes here, and again, thank you very much for reminding us, because we do enjoy what we do.
Well, that shows that he's a true Novak.
And put passion into it.
Yes.
And thank you very much for the correction. It's always nice to get facts right. So anyway.
Okay. Well, next comment is by Robert Starr.
Go.
He made another comment. He said, "It's no surprise that each of the big 3 are the best in history on their best surfaces. Novak has the highest percentage win on hard courts ever, making him the greatest, what's HC, player in history. Oh, hard court player. Sure to add this tally on the Grand Slams on hard court. Federer is arguably the greatest on grass, and Nadal on clay. So each of the big 3 have dominated their own surface like no other in history. We are very fortunate to be witnessing the 3 greatest players of all time playing at the same time."
Let's go.
That's a great comment. I mean, all 3 of them dominate a certain surface, and there's nothing wrong with that. When these 3 retire, we'll be sad.
We'll be sad.
And last comment of the day, Wayne and Chia says, "Seam courts are pretty slow again." He puts a link to McEnroe's pick and a link to Chris Evers' pick. Very interesting article. I would read if I were you guys. Patrick, I think John McEnroe picks Nadal to win it.
This is an interesting piece of information. Anytime the court slows down, it's going to favor Nadal. Do I still think that he would beat Djokovic this tournament? No. For me, I think personally that the winner of the Djokovic-Federer match will win the U.S. Open.
It's so hot, my bottle.
Again, the winner of the Federer-Djokovic match will win the U.S. Open unless Kyrgios has something to say about it. If Kyrgios can keep his cool, and he can all of a sudden grow up since the last tournament where he lost to Del Potro 6-1 in the third when he had a fighting. I mean, he was ready to win the third set until he got his panties in a wad. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
If he can keep his cool, he can win the U.S. Open. No problem. If he kept his cool for 3 or 4 sets, he might not have only dropped 1 or 2 sets the whole tournament to anybody. Less Djokovic.
I'm gonna keep my mouth quiet on this. I'll say my picks for the final.
Yeah. Again.
I can tell you it's not Djokovic in the final, and I can tell you it's not Kerber or Halep in the women's final.
Yeah, and her dad thinks Djokovic will lose in the first week. Won't even make the first week. I disagree with that. I think Djokovic will beat Federer. He should, but I can't count out Roger.
Well, my dad said exactly was at Wimbledon. And don't get mad at him. This is just his opinion. Like, you guys have your own opinions. He said...
Remember, he's tough customer on tennis court, too.
He said if Federer would have beat Anderson like he should have and had a match point, he would have faced Djokovic and would have beat Djokovic in that final. He said that was his chance to win Wimbledon and probably his last chance to win a Grand Slam.
Who?
Federer.
I think Roger will...
He thinks Federer's over.
I think Roger will win one more before he retires. I think it could come at Wimbledon next year. Well, maybe I hope he does. And again, I think Djokovic should take care of Roger in the quarter, if Roger even makes it there. If Roger plays anybody in this tournament, from the second round with potentially Benoit Pierre, if he plays anybody the way he played Djokovic in Cincinnati, he will be out in the second, third round. Right? All right, so hey, everyone, that's the end of comments, and I think we're right on the cusp of 32, 33 minutes. Once again, we did not get into the draws.
Tomorrow will be just about the draws.
We have them done. We have the draws done. I think all of us have probably looked at the draws or discussed them, or we kind of hit sections of them just in discussion. But we really want to talk about the draws at the same time. We're really trying to be thoughtful to everyone out there that doesn't have time to sit and watch us bicker for longer than 2 shows, which is already long enough. So we really want to get into these draws. So what we're going to do tomorrow is we are going to start up, hey, thank you, the whole normal deal.
We'll do the draw and then the comments.
Then we're going to do the draw first, and then we'll get to the comments. And then if we have to push comments into a third show, and then you already heard your comments, and you've already heard them, you're like, okay, I didn't comment after that, I'll just end here. Then the people on part 3, if it goes that far, can stay tuned and listen to their comments. I think viewer comments is the most important. We both agree with that. But if we don't...
Well, we won't go section. We won't go round by round.
Yeah, we won't go match by match, but we'll look at kind of section by section and push towards the quarters and semis and round to 16 pretty quick. Anyway, thank you so much as always. Rahesh with the musical instrument request. Don't forget about the tennis racket giveaway. Get your picks in by Sunday late night. We are humans. We do make mistakes at times. So if I turned this in college and I had like 1 word wrong, I think I'd still hopefully get an A. Let's go! Carla always says,
Adios.
Rahesh, you like that, don't you? See you later, guys. Take care. How much time is it at?